Hey mamas, yes, welcome back to my channel, and like I said, we're going to be reviewing the new Maybelline Super Stick Foundation. I am most definitely super excited about this video because Maybelline is probably one of my favorite drugstore brands. I love them for their foundations and their mascaras. Like, you can never go wrong with the Maybelline mascara. They have mascaras for everything. But today we're going to talk more about foundations. Typically when I'm shopping for a foundation, I want a foundation that is going to give me medium coverage. I do have hyperpigmentation around my mouth area and like my cheeks. I have a little bit of acne scarring, and I have the occasional breakout. So I want a foundation that's definitely going to cover all those things without me having to apply so much. Sheer coverage foundations, those are like, you know, BB creams and stuff like that. They are great for like everyday wear in the summertime, but you know, it doesn't give as much coverage as a medium coverage foundation does. And I find that I often have to use like a concealer with BB cream if I'm looking for more coverage, or if I have like a breakout. So typically I'm wearing a medium coverage foundation for like my everyday wear. So yeah, so we're going to be talking about the Maybelline SuperStay Stick Foundation. Like I said, one of my favorite brands. My all-time favorite foundation from a drugstore is definitely the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is a matte and poreless. I am Mocha 360. That's the shade that I am in this foundation. And also I purchased the stick in that color too. I love the Fit Me matte and poreless because it is great for like my oily skin. It definitely does a good job with coverage. I get compliments all the time when I have it on, so that makes me love it even more. You know, who doesn't love compliments, right? So when I saw that they had came out with the SuperStay foundation and the stick formula, I was really intrigued, especially because the product has like this precision blender, so it makes it like super easy to apply the foundation in the morning, especially for us moms where we don't really have a whole lot of time to, like, you know, sit down and do like a full face beat like where you typically do in our makeup 10 to 15 minutes when you find that time in the morning. So you want to choose a product that's going to help you get the job done as quick as possible. And this comes with its own beauty blender, so like what's not to love? So let's get into it. Like, so I'm just gonna here, my chin, sides of my nose, and then some on my forehead, and that's it. And then I'm going to turn it around, take out the beauty blender that comes with it, and I'm just going to blend this out. I like to focus on one entire area of my face before I move on to the next, because I like to make sure that I get that part completely covered. So as you can see, what are you guys thinking about the coverage? I'm still feeling like I might have to go over it again, especially here in this area, because I can still see a little bit of my acne scarring and a little bit of my hyperpigmentation. I did a full face makeup look with this last weekend when I went to celebrate the birth, well, the arrival of my nephew, my sister's baby shower, which she had in the park. I wore this foundation. That was like my first time actually wearing it, and I'm going to say in terms of its like lasting ability, when I was in the park, it was like, you know, a little bit hot, a little bit humid, a little bit it was hot and a lot of humidity, and I must say that it did wear well. Like, I didn't find myself blotting, I didn't find myself sweating as much. Well, I didn't find that the foundation was running like down off my face, so that was something I also liked about it. But as far as coverage wise, I'm going to have to say I don't know if this is a full coverage foundation, because I'm still feeling like I'm seeing areas of my face that I like to usually conceal. And I'm feeling like I might have to go back in and apply more of it. Okay. So this is just one layer applied. I also did have a primer on my face before I applied this. I want to show you guys the primer that I did use. It is NYX's Angel Bell Skin Perfecting Primer. So this is what I had on my face prior to foundation application. It's important that when you are wearing foundation that you do use a primer, because it helps act as like a buffer between your foundation and your skin, and it also helps your foundation apply more flawlessly, and it protects your skin, right? That's important. So yeah, so this is what the first layer looks like. Like I said, I think I'm going to need just a little bit more for my desired coverage amount. So I'm going to go back in and just apply a little bit more on here. I do like the size of this foundation. It's great for like traveling, like, you know, I can just throw it in my makeup bag, and because it has a beauty blender attached to the bottom of it, I don't have to worry about bringing like additional brushes. I can just bring this and my powder brush, and I can just set it after applying. Like, so this is something that, you know, you can do in the car, which is where like some days I definitely do my makeup on the days where we're up early and I don't have enough time to basically get my makeup done because I'm making breakfast for my husband, or because the kids are having like a wardrobe malfunction. Like, I just do my makeup in my car before I walk inside the school building, and it works out great. So for times like that, like, this is definitely a good option. Okay. So my final thoughts on Maybelline's SuperStay Multi-Use Foundation. I absolutely love that it's compact and comes with this beauty blender. I think that is a great time-saving hack for us moms. You don't have to worry about bringing a foundation brush when you have this baby. I love the fact that it's a cream to matte finish. You know, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm a matte girl because I have all this oily skin, so this is a great foundation if you have oily skin. And like I said, 2 to 3 hours in the park, it wore very well. My makeup did not look bad. I didn't find myself blotting when I was hanging out in the park. You know, my makeup still looked fresh when I went home at the end of the night. A couple of things that I wasn't too thrilled about. I don't like the fact that they don't put a lot of product inside the stick. I've only used this 3 times, and this is where we're at. So that's something I'm not, you know, too thrilled about. It's not a deal breaker though. I just know I have to use it sparingly. I also don't think it's a full coverage foundation, considering the amount of how much I have to use to get like my desired coverage. Like I said, I'm used to wearing like a medium coverage foundation, so I don't put a lot of foundation on because I like it to look as natural as possible. But I want to make sure that when I put the foundation on, it's covering my, you know, imperfections, and I don't have to use so much. I found myself having to apply more than 1 layer every time that I use it. So on a scale of 1 to 5 brushes, I'm definitely going to give this a 3.5. I think it's a great addition to my foundation family. Do I love it as much as my Fit Me? Not at all. However, I do think it is a good addition to the Maybelline brand, and they did a good job with this one. So good job, Maybelline. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys have tried this or you want to try it, let me know down in the comments. And if there's foundations that you guys want me to review, demo like I did in this video, let me know that too. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm going to leave the link to my blog so you can check out the differences between foundation coverage. Until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.